Hi sir, today I am starting curve setting. Curves are used in first one highways, second one railways, third one canals. Curves are horizontal alignment. Okay, next vertical alignment. Horizontal alignments includes straightness, okay, and curve path. Vertical alignments includes levels and some gradients. Okay, so next what is curve? Curve or regular bands is provided at the intersection of two straight lines. This is the one straight line, this is the another straight line. In between we provide an curve. Okay, the change of direction of curve is gradual, okay, but not sudden. The curve make the vehicle safety smoothly and comfortably. So first topic in curve setting is definition of curve. Curves are regular bands provided in the communication lines like roads, railways and canals etc. to bring the gradual change of direction to make the vehicle move safely, smoothly and comfortably. Here some one note is there. The change of direction is gradual, okay, but not sudden. The curve, okay, the change of direction is gradually we are provided, not we are providing as a suddenly. So next topic is in curve setting is necessity of curves. It is practicable to have a straight roads, sorry, it is not practicable to have a straight roads or straight railways without changing the direction of path. Okay, alignment requires some changes in direction due to nature of terrain, cultural feature or due to obligatory points through which the roads or railways should not pass. The such changes in direction cannot be sharp corners. Okay, this is a sharp corner, but have to be gradual, which necessity to the introduction of curves in between straights. Okay, this is a figure has sharp edges. Okay, in straights we are providing a curve here in this figure. Okay, so the change of direction should be in gradual but not suddenly. Next topic is in curve setting is types of curves. Okay, so types of curves. Okay, first type is horizontal curve, next one vertical curve. Okay, in horizontal curve some other sub uh, types are there: circular curves and transition curves. Okay, in circular curves, okay, first one simple circular curve, second one compound circular curve, third one reverse circular curve. In vertical curves sub types are summit curve and sag curve. Okay, so first of all, what is horizontal curve? So it is provided at the point where two straight lines intersect. Okay, in the horizontal plane. See in this figure, this is one straight line, this is the one straight line. Okay, this is the intersection point. Okay, this is the intersection point. Okay, there we are providing a curve in horizontal plane. Okay, when the curve is provided in horizontal plane, then it is known as horizontal curve. Next, what is vertical curve? So it is provided at the point where the two straight lines at different gradients intersect in the vertical plane. When the curve is provided in the vertical plane, it is known as, okay, vertical curve. So in horizontal curve, okay, it is provided in horizontal plane. It includes straights and curve path. So these are the horizontal plane Okay, it includes two straights. This is a one straight line, this is a one straight line. It is intersect some angle in between. So this is a intersection angle. In between we are providing a curve. Okay, this curve is gradually we are providing, not in suddenly. Okay, next in vertical plane it is provided in vertical curve. It is provided in vertical plane. It includes level and gradients. So these are the two gradients. In between we are providing a curve. Okay, it is also in the gradually we are providing. Next definition is simple circular curve. When a curve having same radius is known as simple curve. Okay, when a curve consists of single circular arc with a same radius connecting the two straight lines tangentially, then it is known as simple circular curve. I will show in figure. So this figure is simple curve. Okay, a curve. So this is a curve, okay, of a single circular arc, okay, with same radius. Okay, this is a circumference, which consists of same radius connecting two. This is a one straight line, this is the another straight line. Okay, connecting two straight lines tangentially. Okay, then it is known as simple circular curve. So next definition is compound circular curve. When a curve having different radius is known as compound curve. Okay, when a curve consists of a two or more circular arcs with different radii connecting the two straight lines tangentially and having a common tangent at their junction, then it is known as compound circular curve. I will show in figure. So this is the figure compound curve. A curve, this is a curve having two or more circular arcs, okay, with different radii. Okay, this is the one radius, this is another radius having different radius connecting two straight lines. This is a one straight line, this is a one straight line connecting two straight lines tangentially, having a common tangent at their junction. This is a junction point. Okay, this is a common tangent. Okay, so this is the figure of compound curve. So next definition is reverse curve. It consists of two circular arcs of same radius or different radii but having the centers on opposite sides of the curve. It is known as reverse curve. One more definition here. The two arcs turn in opposite direction with a common tangent at the junction of the two arcs. Okay, so this is about reverse curve. I will show in figure. So this is the figure is reverse curve. It consists of two circular arcs. So this is the one arc, this is the another arc of same radius. Okay, same radius or different radii but having centers. This is the one center, this is the one center. Okay, having centers on opposite sides. Okay, centers are in opposite sides of the curve. It is known as reverse curve. The two arcs, this is a one arc, this is a another arc or curve. Okay, in opposite direction with a common tangent at the junction of the two arcs, then it is known as reverse curve. So next definition is transition curve or spiral curve or easement curve. So definition is a curve of variable radius is known as transition curve. A transition curve is introduced to change the curvature gradually. Okay, next point here. A curve is constantly changing the radius introduced between a circular arc and straight. It is known as transition curve. I will show in figure this. So this is a transition curve. So a curve. So this is a curve of constantly changing the radius. So there are different radius. Okay, or variable radius, then it is known as, okay, transition curve. So a curve is constantly changing radius introduced between a circular arc or straight and straight, then it is known as transition curve. So once again I am repeating here, a curve of variable radius, it is known as transition curve. So next definition is summit curve or crest curve. So definition is a summit curve those thus which change the alignment of road from downhill to uphill is called summit curve. So one more definition here, when two grades meet at the summit and the curve will have convexity upward is called summit curve. So these are the two diagrams here, summit curve. Okay, a curve with changing the alignment from downhill to uphill is known as summit curve. Or one more definition here, when two gradients, these are the one gradient, this is another gradient, when two gradients meet at the summit and a curve will have convexity upward, then it is known as summit curve. So this is a final definition here, sag or valley curve. So a sag curve or these are thus which change the alignment of the road from uphill to downhill is known as sag curve. One more definition here, when two grades meet at the valley or sag, the curve will have convexity downward is called sag curve. I will show in figure this. So this is a diagram of valley curve. There are two diagrams here. So definition number one diagram here. Okay, sag curve are those which change the alignment of road from uphill to downhill is known as sag curve. One more definition here, when two gradients meet at the valley or sag and the curve will have convexity downward is called sag curve. So next topic in curve setting is notation of simple curve. So first one, back tangent. So rename of back tangent is right tangent or first tangent. Okay, so this is a diagram. There are two straight lines, or this is a one straight road, this is another straight road. In between we are providing an arc or curve. Okay, so see here, first definition, the tangent line before beginning of the curve is called back tangent. Okay, the line AT1, okay, is called back tangent. Okay, one more definition, along the direction of the progress of survey, the first tangent is known as back tangent. AB is the back tangent, or AT1 also back tangent. So next to definition here, forward tangent or second tangent. So first definition here, the tangent line after the end of the curve. So this is the curve, this is the end point, this is the starting point. Okay, is known as forward tangent. Okay, T to C is called forward tangent. One more definition: along the direction of the progress of a survey, the second tangent is known as forward tangent. BC is called forward tangent. Okay, so here BC, B and C tangent line is known as forward tangent. Okay, or T2 to C is the backward tangent. So this tangent line is known as backward tangent. This is known as forward tangent. Okay. So next definition is point of intersection or vertex. See in this figure, if the back tangent and forward tangent, okay, meet at a point B, so this is the point B, then it is known as point of intersection. Okay, so one more definition here: backward tangent or forward tangent meet at a point B, it is known as point of intersection or vertex. So next definition is angle of intersection. Okay, the angle between back tangent and forward tangent. So figure, so this is the back tangent, this is the forward tangent, in between angle is known as I. Okay, it is known as angle of intersection. So next definition is point of curvature or point of curve or point of commencement. So it is a point T1 where the circular curve begins. I will show in figure. Okay, so this is the starting point or beginning point, this is the end point. This T1 point, okay, is known as T1 point where circular curve begins. It is known as point of curvature or point of curve or point of commencement. Next definition is point of tangency. It is a point T2 where the circular curve ends. So I will show in figure. This is the figure. Point 2, T2 is where it is the point T2 where the circular curve is end. So this is the curve. Okay, it is the beginning of curve, this is the end of the curve. Okay, end of the curve, it is known as point of tangency. So next to definition is long chord. The line joining the point of commencement or point of curvature and the point of tangency. Okay, it is known as long chord. Here, see the line joining, okay, T1 T2, okay, line joining, okay, the line joining point of commencement to point of tangency, then it is known as long chord. So this is a line, straight line, it is known as long chord. Next definition is length of curve. The total length of the curve from the point of commencement to the point of tangency, then it is known as length of curve. I will show in figure. So this is the length of curve, this is the long chord. Okay, the total length of the curve, the total length of the curve from the point of commencement to the point of tangency, then it is known as length of curve. So next definition is external distance or apex distance. Okay, so it is the distance from the point of intersection to the midpoint of the curve, then it is known as external distance or apex distance. So I will show in figure here. See here in this figure the point, so it is the distance, okay, from point of intersection to the midpoint of the curve, then it is known as BE. Distance is known as external distance or apex distance. So next definition is mid-ordinate or worst sign. So it is the distance from the midpoint of the curve to the midpoint of the long chord, then it is known as mid-ordinate. See figure, ED distance is known as mid-ordinate. So it is the distance from the midpoint of the curve midpoint of the curve to the midpoint of the long chord. Okay, so this distance is known as mid-ordinate or worst line. So next definition is tangent distance or tangent length. So it is the distance along the tangent from the point of intersection to the point of commencement or point of tangency. So I will show in figure. See figure, it is the distance along the tangent from point of intersection to the point of commencement. BT1, it is known as tangent distance or tangent length. Okay, here also. Okay, BT2 also tangent distance or tangent length. Okay, so it is a distance from point of intersection to the point of commencement, or it is a distance from point of intersection to the point of tangency. Then it is known as tangent distance or tangent length. So next definition is normal chord. A chord between two successive regular points on the curve, then it is known as normal chord. Okay, I will show in figure. Next one, subchord. When a chord is less than the normal chord, then it is known as subchord. This subchord generally occurs at the beginning and the end of the curve, then it is known as subchord. So this is the figure. Okay, so these are the two straight lines or tangent lines. Okay, the one tangent line, this is the tangent line. In between some chords are there. Okay, this is the first chord, second, third, four chords are there. Okay, so first chord and last chord indicates subchords in between two chords. Okay, in between. Okay, chords is known as normal chord. Once again I am repeating, first chord and last chord, it is known as subchord. Okay, in between first and subchord, last subchord, then it is known as normal chord. So next definition is tangent point. The point T1 and T2 are known as tangent points. Okay, so this is the figure. Here point T1, okay, and point T2, okay, it is known as tangent points. Point T1 and point T2 is known as tangent points. So next definition is deflection angle. The angle of the change of direction is known as deflection angle. So this is the tangent line changing its direction. The angle is known as deflection angle. So this delta indicates. Okay, see here. This delta indicates deflection angle. So next topic is elements of simple curve. Okay, so this is the AB is a backward tangent. Okay, BC is the forward tangent. Okay, so this is the delta is indicates deflection angle, I indicates point of intersection. I indicates intersection angle. Okay, so this is the length of curve, this is the long chord straight line. Okay, so now this deflection angle we are making in two parts. Okay, delta, okay, equal to delta by 2 plus delta by 2. This okay, this delta by 2 occur from the similar triangle. Okay, this is a right angle. Okay, this opposite is known as, okay, 90 degrees minus delta by 2. Okay, this based on similar triangle we are putting this part here. Okay, based on similar triangle, okay, we are putting this part here. So this delta by 2 indicates is here also delta by 2. Okay, this based on similar triangle, this part is putting here. Okay, so So finally delta by 2 equal to delta here. This is known as deflection angle here. Okay, this is the center of the circle. Okay, so first element of in simple curve is, okay, first one tangent length. Okay, in this figure T1b it is known as tangent length, or T2b it is known as tangent line. Okay, in right angle triangle. Okay, so this is the BT1O we are putting here. Okay, this is a right angle. Okay, this is a delta by 2 here we are putting here. Okay, this is the opposite. Right angle opposite is known as hypotenuse. This is the adjacent. Okay, this is the radius R. Next to T1b it is known as tangent length. Okay, from okay tan delta by 2 equal to, okay, opposite by adjacent. Okay, so opposite is here T1b and adjacent is radius R. Okay, by solving this part, okay, T1b equal to T2b equal to, okay, R tan delta by 2. So this is the formula of tangent length. So next topic in elements of simple curve is length of curve. So in this figure is length of curve is T1 E T2 is the length of curve. Okay, so this is the circumference. Okay, this is the arc length. Okay, this is the center of circle. Okay, d degree is nothing but degree of curvature. Okay, from similar proportion arc length by circumference equal to degree of curvature by 360 degrees. So based on similar proportion we are doing here. So arc length is indicates here L, small l. Circumference is 2 pi r equal to degree of curvature is d degree. Okay, 360 degrees circumference. Okay, so finally we are finding length of arc small l equal to, okay, pi r delta by 180 degrees. So L equal to finally pi r delta by 180 degrees. This is indicates length of curve. So next topic is length of long chord. Okay, so in main figure here T1 D T2 is indicates length of long chord. Okay, from right angle triangle this part T1 D O. Okay, we are putting it here. Okay, here angle is known as delta by 2. This is a right angle part. Okay, so see here. Okay, sin theta equal to opposite by hypotenuse. Okay, here sin theta means here delta by 2 equal to, okay, opposite is L by 2 and hypotenuse is R. Okay, this is a hypotenuse part. Okay, so finally we are solving here L by 2 equal to R sin delta by 2. Okay, so length of long chord means here total length here. Okay, from T1 D and T2 indicates length of long chord. Okay, so by adding L by 2 we'll get total length L here. Okay, this is only single part. We are adding this also. So L by 2. Okay, finally we'll get total length. Okay, so finally 2r sin delta by 2. So this is the final formula L equal to 2r sin delta by 2. This indicates length of long chord formula. Next elements of simple curve in next part is mid ordinate or what sign of curve. So DE. So here in this picture DE indicates mid ordinate. Okay, from figure, okay, T1DO. Okay, this is a T1 DO. This is the angle delta by 2. Okay, this is a radius r we are putting here. Okay, next cos theta equal to, okay, adjacent by hypotenuse. Okay, so adjacent is OD and hypotenuse is radius r. By solving OD we will get r cos delta by 2. Okay, finally we need this DE part. DE indicates mid-ordinate. Okay, from total figure we are taking total figure here. Okay, ODE next to here OT1, this is OT1. T1D indicates half of the length of long chord here. Okay, this is the half of the length of curve T1E. So here I am indicates, so we need a DE indicates mid ordinate. Okay, so let's OE total length OE equal to OD plus ED. Okay, so ED equal to we required ED here. Okay, by solving we get OE minus OD. So OE indicates radius r. This is a total radius up to arc, okay, up to circumference here. Okay, next ED